All right, chicos, so we are going to get started and get our first Instagram Live class underway. So I'm going to I've got to hold my phone because I can't set it up just right, unfortunately. But I'm going to show you some things that you guys should have been hopefully looking at or working on before today. So part of that was your notes that showed Simba Waters on the back, right? We did that in class on Friday. Hola, Eva Drew. Hola, Lucia. Senora Funk's class, we were able to squeeze that in Friday before we left. Srta Picente's, if you didn't, hopefully you did the flip that was on there, right? I know she signed that as a flip. This is for everybody. If at any point this becomes confusing, you go to that flip and watch it multiple times. Make sure the volume's up so you can hear it. So in addition to the flip notes, you were also asked to take care of this sheet, right? Esta hoja aquí, ambos lados, ¿verdad? So eso es lo que vamos a hacer. So before we get started, chicos, ¿Cómo están? How are you holding up? How's everybody doing out there? You can put in your text message real quick, put in your answers, and then we'll move on. But I just want to see how everybody's holding up and feeling. I know it's a strange time. Hola, Jesus. It's a strange time, but we are going to try getting through this, especially for you guys. When you have the regents coming at you in June still for Spanish 3. So we're going to try getting you through that as best we can. Yeah, it's not a fun time for sure. We're all, struggling. Hopefully you all are finding ways to get outside. At least we've been really lucky to have this nice weather anyway. So, hola, Ana. Bien, Julian, it makes me happy. Me alegro. All right, so what I want to start with is let me show you, first of all, this is my website. Srta Picente has her website also. If you are on my website, I want to show you guys. The link is on the email for my students that I sent you. You have this link. You can go to Spanish 3, and when you go to Spanish 3, you will see right here is our calendar of what we're doing and what's due as we go on. Hola, Veronica. Okay, so you can go on to my website, go to Spanish 3, just scroll down, and you will see the calendar. And so today, after we're done, I will write in what is basically, we'll say, due for Friday. Remember, yes, yo también estoy muy aburrida, Fidel. I agree 100%. But our house is getting clean, so that's a good thing. Hopefully you guys are all cleaning your rooms and everything, keeping yourself tidy. I would like to be in school also, Juanita. So on this website, you will see that I'm going to be posting the homework as well. So stay tuned through here. And I know that Miss Picente is doing the same, so you can check it out on Miss Picente's. If you are a Senora Schaeber's students, then by all means, you can come to my website and go to Spanish 3 and scroll down. So that's there for you guys. Okay, so moving on, I want to show you real quick the key to this so that you can compare your work. So I'm going to set this up right. Okay, I'm going to put the phone down for 1 second. I'm going to turn it. Hold on, everybody. Just hang on while I get this posted up here real quick. Bump, 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 bump. Okay, so now I can do this. Leah, do I think that we will eventually go to online classes? Leah, I know as much as you do, hon. I really do. I really don't have any answers any more than what you're hearing, from our school district. So I really can't give you a yes or no on that. But we'll deal with whatever comes to us, right? We'll make the most of it. So we'll get there one way or another. Hola, Dora. Okay, bienvenido. All right, chicos. So here's the answer sheet for the worksheet we asked you to do. Do you have any questions? Are there any doubts or anything like that? Take a look If you need to screenshot it, or well, I guess you can't really look at it. So this is all there for you. This was a practice sheet. So this sheet was a practice sheet that probably went to you in your email, I would imagine. If you didn't receive it from me in my class, then it would have come to you in your email, I believe, Sophia. So along with the note sheet. And if you didn't get it, then just follow along anyway. We'll talk about it. Are there any questions? Did anyone have any answers that were different or uncertain? Just put a number up there and I'll talk about it. And I'll wait a little bit. Anybody? No questions or anything? Okay. All right, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Hola, Señora Schaeber. Señora Schaeber está en la casa, chicos. What do you say about that? Whoop, whoop. Uh-oh, what am I doing? All right, hang on. I'm going to flip the other side. Now, oh, my goodness, I'm falling apart over here. Here we go. Here is the other side. So there's a couple on here that I'd like to talk about. So check out your answers. And what I did here is I just kind of underlined trigger words or words that helped me make that decision. So although you will see that I have a couple that I left blank because I would like to talk about them a little bit. I like this sheet a lot because it gives us room for discussion and talking about different things. So again, if you have any answers that are different, please let me know now, or if you want to talk about one, don't be afraid because you will not be the only one needing it. You might just be the bravest one to have brought it up. Okay, anything on that column? All right, I'm going to go to the other column if there's no questions. Here we go to the other side. So I'll let you look at that, then I'll talk about the couple I left blank. Or I guess just one I left blank. All right, sounds good. We'll look at number 3. Okay, let's switch over to this side. Let's look at number 3. All right, so let's look. It says, los muchachos, so the kids, the boys. Oh, let me move this up here. So number 3, thanks, Senora, I will definitely do that. Thank you for the heads up. The kids, the muchachos, blank a las montañas cada invierno, each winter. So do we know how many winters they went to the mountains? No, but we know it happened repeatedly, right? So each winter they went. So therefore it would be imperfect for number 3. Okay, I'm going to lift this up. Hola, Angel. Hey, Angel, this is Spanish 3, hun. You're welcome to hang out in here if you want to, but just so you know, yours is tomorrow. Okay? All right, chicos, I'm going to move it over to the other column. Let me know if there's any other questions. Here it comes to the other column. Boom. And then we'll go over number 10 in just a second. Holler if you have anything different or you're uncertain. And I did this kind of fast, so if you see something, your answer doesn't jive with mine, it could be because I did it too quick. Okay? All right, so I'm going to talk about number 10 real quick. So number 10 says, in English it could sound a couple different ways. You weren't watching TV in that moment, okay? You didn't watch TV at that moment. So you weren't watching TV at that moment. You didn't watch TV in that moment. So for number 10, even though we're talking about that specific time, if you wanted it to sound like an ing, you could probably get away with doing mirabas, okay? You weren't watching TV at that time. But if you didn't watch TV at that time, it would be a preterite. Okay? So for that one, I could see reasons for doing both depending on how it sounded to you. But I would think, since we're talking about that particular time, we know when, I would go with the preterite myself on that one. Okay, but just to give you a heads up on how this can be, preterite and imperfect has a lot of gray areas. So when we do this together, we will try to avoid the gray areas and talk to you about them, but on a test or an assessment, we wouldn't use those. Hola Cornelio, hola Juliana. All right, so chicos, now we're going to go, if there's no more questions on this, we're going to go on to the note sheet that we were going to do together. Okay, so, and then I'm going to show you something at the end also that I want to share. So we're going to go to the packet. Chicos, you should all have your packets by now. Hopefully, you received these in class or via email. Okay, so you are going to fill this stuff in where it needs to be done. We got about 10 more minutes, then we're done. So remember, we're talking about the preterite versus the imperfect. So here's your side-by-side comparisons. Remember, for your preterite, you need 2 yeses to this form. Is it finished, and can you put it on a calendar? The verb is going to tell what happened. Something actually happened. There's an action that was completed, okay? Or it can be interrupting something, another action, okay? If we go to the other side, the imperfect, this is talking about what was going on, what was happening. It's not necessarily finished. It's descriptive, or it was ongoing. So it talks about the time, the date, location. You see all those there. What was happening. Remember, this is your ing in the past, or you're used to. Chicos, ¿cómo se dice used to in español? ¿Cómo se dice used to in español? Anybody know that answer? You can throw it on there. Okay, so we have a group of verbs that change their meaning in the preterite or the imperfect, depending on whether, they change meanings when you put them in the preterite. Okay, so if you take a look, first of all, those are the words. We got saber, conocer, poder. You can't, Juliana. You're right. What do you do instead of saying used to? How do you say used to in Spanish? You use the imperfect. Such a good girl. There you go. We all know it now. You don't say used to. You just put it into the imperfect. That is your used to. All right, so here's your verbs that change meaning in the preterite. So we got saber, conocer, poder, querer, tener, and no querer. So let's go over here. Let's first look at the imperfect. So knew, of course, that sounds like saber. Knew, that sounds like conocer. Was capable, could do something, that sounds like poder. Wanted, that sounds like querer. Had, that sounds like tener. And querer, or no querer, also sounds like, that's our usual meaning of didn't want. But when they're in the preterite, they actually change the sound. Saber is saber, found out, right? It's in the preterite. Conocer makes total sense. Met. You know a person for the first time, you met them. Poder, to be able to, right? You managed to. You succeeded in doing so. Congratulations. Querer, you didn't just want to, you tried it. Okay? Tener, more like a received in the preterite. So tuve, I received. Tuve una carta ayer, I received a letter yesterday. And número 6, no querer, I refused. It wasn't that I just didn't want to, I refused to do it. No quise hacerlo, I refused to do it. Nope. All right, keywords for the preterite. Here we go. You can fill these in as we go along. I'm going to go sort of fast. I think you'll know most of them. Hello, Max Heber, he boxer dog. Don't know who you are. I wonder who you are. All right, here we go. So we've got ayer, yesterday. Una vez, once, one time, right? El año pasado, last year. Anoche, last night. Hace 2 días, 2 days ago. Anteayer, right? That's before yesterday. That's your day before yesterday. Un día, one day. Esta mañana, this morning. El lunes, on Monday. El 2 de enero, the 2nd of January, on the 2nd of January. And then our favorite, de repente, suddenly. That's definitely a preterite trigger. All right, moving over to the side. Here we go. Here's your imperfect triggers. Ready? If you need any repeated, let me know, because I know I'm going fast. Number 1, todos los días, every day, right? All the days. 2, siempre, always. Frecuentemente, you know these guys. I'm sure that you know all these. Frecuentemente, frequently. Generalmente, generally. De vez en cuando, once in a while. You see that vez in there for time, right? A menudo, often. Cada mes or cada año, each month or each year. Los viernes, on Fridays. los veranos, the summers, during the summer, or regular, like the summers. We might say during the summers. Número 10, mientras, while. 11, a veces, sometimes, muchas veces, many times. Okay, here we go. We got hacer time expressions. Just read over these, chicos. There's nothing to write. Just read them over. We'll spend some time doing that another day. So we are going to flip over. I'm running short on time, so we're going to go to la próxima página, chicos. Here we go. Y vamos a ver. So, let me get this set up here. All right, so using your notes, now we're going to complete this. So you got a sentence up there, and you're going to tell me which conjugation is used for those 3 verbs in this first sentence. There are 3 conjugated verbs in the sentence. What conjugations did we choose for them, and why did we do it? I would love it if someone would text in the answers so that you could hear me talk less. That would be a lot more enjoyable for everybody. So, cuando eran jóvenes, ganaron el campeonato y recibieron un trofeo recontra grande. Recontra is another way to say super big. So, recontra grande. So, in English, when they were young, they won the championship and received a huge, an extra large, a super big trophy. Okay, so what conjugation are we using for eran, chicos? What is that conjugation? We know it's imperfect. Can you tell me why? We did this on the video. Oh, sweet. If you did all right, if for those of you who did the flip, you already did this, fantastic. We're moving on. Gracias. So, Srta Picente students already did this on the video. So we're going to go right on to down below. Can you guys tell me if the flip went all the way? No, it just goes to here. So did your flip cover this part right here? It did not, right? So let's do this part together. If you guys did all this on the video, what about number 3? Can anyone throw in the answer for number 3? We'll do a couple of these, and then I'm going to show you one thing and set you free. Number 3. Ayer yo blank en el mercado por una hora. Anybody got it? And can you tell me why, or just tell me the answer? Which one you put in there? Estuve. You got it, Moose. Right on. Yo, estuve. Why did you choose estuve, Moose? What was your reasoning for that one? You chose the preterite. What were the key words? Or what were your reasoning? Anybody know why we chose the preterite on that one? Anyone? You were right with the answer. Number 4, I'll wait for the reasoning. Someone shout out the meaning or the reason for that one. Yesterday, yep, that's a good trigger. Right on, Fidel, right? Ayer, you got it. And then look at the end of the sentence. Por una hora, we know exactly how long we are in there for, right? Okay, so chicos, a specific time. You got it, Julian. So, completed action, right? So number 4 through 9, guys, this is what you guys are going to do for Friday, for our next class. I'm going to show you this real quick. You're going to finish 4 through 9, okay, and we can figure out which one goes for the rest of those. And then what we're also going to ask you to do is to do these. Hang on one moment, please. Okay, so you have this flip video of the verbs that change meaning. This is short. Just fill it in because you're going to want to use this, okay? We're going to have a lot of practice with this. So we're going to do that. The flip address is right up on top. I will send it to your Google Classroom for my students, or we can also post the link on the websites. Okay, you're going to want to do that side as well. And then I'm going to have you jump to, because we're going to see you on Friday. And then the last page is Srta Picente, 7 and 8. Okay, so then it was Srta Picente, can you help me out there? Thank you, chicos. I got to get my pages numbered. I don't have my pages numbered, Srta Picente. Was this the one we were going to do next after that? This one and the next one? So if you guys didn't number your pages, can you do that? That would make things a lot easier, I think, for you and for us also. I don't think when we made copies of these, they weren't numbered. So if you have your packet, this right here would be, gracias, Señora Schaeber. This right here is page 7, if I'm not mistaken. Hang on one second, I'm going to check that out. However, let me show you something. Oh, gracias, Fidel. Gracias por tu apoyo. Such a good kid. All right, hang on a second. I got this packet labeled, so let me show you. Hang on there. We're getting through this together, chicos. We're going to get through this together. Yes, we are. All right, so you're doing the flip. And then you're going to do page, both sides of those flip notes with this verbs that change meaning. And then you're going to page 5, which, right, did we say 5 also, or did we skip 5? All right, so here we go. Let me make it clear. It'll also be in our website. So let's just get our packets and number these bad boys once and for all. Okay, first page is obviously number 1. Okay, we did that one. Number 2 is this page right here. Okay, numbering your packets, everybody. Number 3, page 3 is this guy. Page 4 is the back of that, obviously. Okay, page 5 is this page. It starts off with hace 8 años. Page 6 is this guy that starts off with Carmen saying, ¿Qué pasó? What happened? Número 7 is esta página aquí that starts off, we wanted to buy the car. Página 7. All right, página 8, obviamente la próxima página. Okay, página 9. Es esta página aquí. 10, 11, 12, página 13, 14, 15, y 16 is the back page that has nothing on it. So, you know what? Well, looks like... Okay, so Srta Picente's kids, you may have yours numbered. Mine did not. So hopefully mine just numbered those to make it a little bit easier. Let me review real quick what's going to be expected to be done on Friday. So the next time we meet is Friday at 12:30, and you are going to do this flip. It's not a long one. It's not a long video. The back. Okay. This guy, which would be page 5. Skip page 6, and then do 7 and 8. So again, this will be on our website where you can see the calendars, and it'll all be written out there for you. One more thing I want to show you guys that I've shared with my 5s that I would like to share with you guys. If you're finding yourself with a lot of time on your hands and you like to watch movies and you want to keep your Spanish going a little bit, I am going to share this website with you. I've shared it with your teachers and they can pass it out to the kids also. Well, Fidel, that is a lot, right? I know, Fidelito. But guess what? You do what you can do, and we get, just balance yourself. If you don't get it all done, you don't get it all done. But and again, remember, this is just to keep you going, and keep you hearing the language, practicing the points. The preterite imperfect is tough, so we don't want to overwhelm you, right? You've got some time though, so let's make sure we're just trying to get through some of this if you can, okay? So if you are like stressing out and finding yourself with hours and hours, then you can back off. But remember, we want to make it, we're shooting for as teachers, is that you have to, we're trying to get you to be like 30 minutes a day doing some Spanish, which normally you would do 40 minutes in class and then have homework for 15, 20, right? So I know this is stinky, right, Veronica? I feel the same way. To be honest, I'm really not digging this too. I would much rather see you all face to face in our classroom and be able to enjoy your company. But we will make the most of this and get through this. You have, right, 2 pages per day. Break it up. That's good. Chicos, listen, you have 3 teachers that care very much about you, and we are here to help you. We're not here to make this situation more difficult, right? We're just trying to do what's best for you guys. So please, if you're having issues or questions, don't hesitate to email us or send us a message or something, okay? So just to go back real quick to this document, and then I'm getting off. This is a list of movies. If you like movies, if you've never heard of the website Tubi, it's a website that offers free movies, believe it or not. I checked it out. It's legit. You don't have to add any kind of too much personal information, your birth date, I think, and your email. You do have to register. But here's a bunch of movies that are for Spanish movies, and then I had a couple that are not Spanish movies that are just my favorite that are at the end. But take a look at this and use it if you want to. All right, reach out if you need anything, and we will talk to you guys on Friday. Hang in there.